All right, welcome back to another episode of Off the Backboard. As you can see, it's a little different type of vibe. My conversations with you guys this way, I don't have no guests. My conversations with y'all this time. So go ahead, leave a like, comment. I want to hear y'all thoughts about the video, and share with a friend. I just want to keep it real with y'all real quick. You know, I don't know how long this video is going to be. I just want to keep it real with y'all. Tell you about a certain situation that happened a couple weeks ago, and just keep it real. Touch you know how I'm feeling mentally and physically. So mentally, I've been locked in. You know, I'm always good. I've always been like a calm person. I never let things stress me out. I've been kind of stoic. I don't really stress about school. I've been kind of calm. You know, just been chilling, floating, coasting, going through the motion. School, I really don't. Sometimes I enjoy college. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes I just see like the scam in it. Like, my mom pays a couple bands a semester. Shout out to my mom. But she pays a couple bands a semester for me to learn about George Washington for the 6th time in my life. That doesn't really make any sense to me. But, you know, we still get good grades and stuff like that. But in class, I really don't even be like, to be honest with you, I really don't be paying attention. Like, I be in class, I be zoning out, thinking about the podcast, what I can talk about, how I can grow our audience, thinking about girls. So when I zone out, I just be zoning out a lot in class. I take my notes though, but I be zoning out. I really don't be paying attention to my teachers talk. But we still get the job done, you know. Still gotta be locked in. Physically, I go to the gym 5 times a week, so I'm good. Always been good physically. I think I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I encourage everybody, if you don't have a gym membership, go get a gym membership. Promise you, it's not gonna ruin you. I really don't. If I'm lucky, I really don't eat that much here. Food here is kind of ass. It's kind of ass. It's not really that good. People don't put salt in their food. Like, the dining hall is not that good. And then you go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A fries be tasting like cardboard. Chicken tastes like water. It's just not good. That's why when I go home, I eat a lot. But, you know, we survive. I got little groceries and water in the room, so I'm getting through it. Okay, this is kind of like the meat of the video. Again, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but a situation happened a couple weeks ago. I just want to shed light on it, keep it real with y'all, you know, keep it real. So we're going to see, let me start out. So if you don't know, my senior year, I had a girlfriend. We was together for 3 months, but before that, I kind of peeped her when I was in 10th grade because we had a gym class together. I kind of peeped her then. I thought she was like, you know, I was feeling her, but we didn't talk. And then 11th grade came around, she started talking, like, not talking, but like being cool with my friends. So I just naturally kind of like started being cool with her. Like, I got her Snap and everything. We used to text on Snap. And then to be honest with y'all, I probably did an unhealthy amount of chasing. Like, I shouldn't have chased as much as I did. But if you know me, I'm persistent. So if I want something, I try to get it as best as I can. But we was texting on Snap, you know, I was trying to make my move. She wasn't really going for it, but we was still texting. It was cool. I think she was feeling another dude at the time. And then COVID happened. We didn't talk. I don't think we talked at all during COVID. But my 11th grade year after COVID, was that my 11th grade year? No, my 11th grade year before COVID, we was talking. Then after COVID, we wasn't talking at all. And then senior year happened. First semester, we had a gym class together. And you know, I pursued it again. I tried again. We started texting again. We kind of came to like a mutual understanding that we were gonna try it out. So we was talking. We talked for like a couple of weeks until she was my girlfriend. But something happened when we was talking. We had went to this Walnut Grove football game, and I just feel like the vibe was not. The vibe wasn't off. It probably was just all in my head. I probably was just overthinking. But she like really wasn't talking to me. She was talking more to my friends. So it kind of like upset me. I guess you could say I was kind of like jealous. 'Cause I really, really wanted this one to work. So I was jealous, and it kind of led to like a disagreement. Like, we was kind of like butting heads. I was really emotional that night. Like, that night after the game, I went to spend the night at my friend's house, and I was just quiet. Like, I didn't talk that whole night. Like, they was having fun and shit. Then I remember just laying on the floor, Then I just got up. 'Cause I was just feeling so emotional about like her not like talking to me. I thought I did something or something was wrong. I thought she wasn't really feeling me no more. I felt so emotional. So I went to my car. I just sat in my car and just cried. Like I really wanted this one to work. I just cried. Like I just asked like why I can't never get it right. But so I cried in my car. I went back in my friend's house. I just went to sleep. The next day we had a fall league game. And then she was like texting. She was like reassuring like nothing was wrong. Cause I'm so used to like girls not like talk to me or like something feels off. Then I did something that's leading up to us not working out. So she was just reassuring like nothing was wrong. I understand what you're saying. Basically, we just reassuring. So we was getting back on the right page. I told her that what happened, like me going to my car and stuff. And then we was just talking. I had a game. I really didn't talk that morning either. Had a game. I probably had like 6 points. I really wasn't feeling myself or like myself that day. But we was just talking. Then we just came to like we just stuck it out basically. Like we came to an agreement that it's just like a misunderstanding. So then I remember like, I asked her to be my girlfriend. I remember I was at my friend's house. She told me how she like told her family about me and like I might as well ask her to be her girlfriend. I said, so do you want to be my girlfriend? Then she said, yeah. So everything was good for the 3 months. And then I did some dumb shit. I broke up with her right before Thanksgiving. Now, I didn't break up with her because anything she did, it's just me mentally. I was like kind of going through a lot and I wasn't really just happy. And I didn't want fake happiness towards her. So I kind of just ended it. 'Cause I always been used to like handling my problems like internally by myself, like really confiding in people. I used to get over things by myself. So I broke up with her, and I tried to tell her it's nothing against you. I just going through this right now. I'm just trying to get over it, and it was wrong. Yes, it was wrong of me not to let her be in my corner, let her be my support. But back then, I didn't know nothing. I didn't know that's what I needed or that's what I wanted. So I broke up with her. But after we broke up, the goal was to always get back together. And this is where everything kind of goes downhill. Because while I was trying to get back together, it's like everything led to an argument. We used to argue over little stuff. Like this, let me give a little disclaimer. I forgot to give a little disclaimer. This is all facts, no cap. I'm not here to tarnish nobody's name, make nobody look bad. This is not a diss. It's just all facts, just how I feel. Just reflecting on the situation because something happened. But we try to get back together, and we just used to always argue. But like we was always get back good, but we used to always argue little stuff, and I think the argument kind of led to a division between a separation. They say it's like stages to a relationship. They say it's the cupcake phase, and then like that's when y'all all like lovey-dovey, nothing can go wrong. Then it's the roommate phase, where you just feel like everything's just annoying. Like y'all always like smother almost to kind of feel annoying. I think that's where we was at, and I think we just didn't like really stick through it. Like last week I said, we just didn't know how to love each other. And we wasn't patient enough to find out, because we used to just get into it over miscommunication, really. But that's how. So it kind of led to a division. But we always used to talk to each other. Then I remember this situation happened. The fair came to Monroe, and she went to the fair, and she was hanging out with another dude. I didn't know that, but she called me the next day after she went to the fair. She just told me like, oh, I just want to be honest with you that I went to the fair with somebody else. I was hanging out with him. I just wanted to tell you before anybody could misconstrue the story, stuff like that. So I asked her, I was like, do you like him? Also like that. She was like, I don't know. And then I was like, this is how kind of our relationship kind of went. I told her, I was like, I feel like if I called you and said, oh, I was chilling with another girl at the fair, that you would have been just mad. You just would have blocked me. Because throughout the time we were trying to get back together and something would happen, she was just used to block me. Like she used to like block me over little things. Just used to block me. I used to always wake up like confused, like what did I do? Stuff like that. She used to always just block me over the littlest things. So I was like, if I told you I went to the fair with another girl, you probably would just block me, and that would have been it. You probably wasn't gonna hear it. She was like, you right. And I knew that's kind of true, just based off our relationship, like our dynamic with each other. But she told me that she was chilling with another dude, and I told her like at the time, I think I was trying to talk to this girl on the basketball team at our school, and she was like, she got mad, like she got kind of like confused. She's like, Matt, why would you try to talk to one of my friends or like that? Meanwhile, this is why she's hanging out with another dude. And I was like, well, I can say the same thing about you, because the guy you was with, we was kind of cool. We used to dap each other up. Like he used to reach, like we had gym class that we used to hoop together. and we used to dap each other up and stuff like that. Like him, he used to always reach out his hand and dap me up, type shit. But I thought we was cool. I said it's vice versa, but she really wasn't hearing that. And then after that, we were still like kind of messing with each other, because right before she went to the fair, I was with her on her birthday at a picnic. Like I was with her at a picnic. We were just kicking it, chilling. I was with her, and then we was just having a good time. Then the fair thing happened. Then I kind of scooted that past, kind of moved on. We were still like talking to each other. And then there's one night right before like May, I want to say, right before I graduated, something happened. We just started arguing, and this time I just got so tired of arguing with her over nothing. So I'm like, I don't really want to do this no more. She was like, oh, you want to stop talking? I was like, I guess, because I really just don't want to argue with you over nothing all the time. So we kind of stopped talking there. But it was kind of awkward because I used to go to her gym class to hoop with my friends, because my fourth block was like a AP environmental science class. But my teacher used to always leave, so I used to leave class after I finished my work, go hoop. But she was in there. But it is what it is. And then we graduated. And then after we graduated, we went to my friend Reek's house. We were just having a good time. We just graduated. We were just turning up. And she came. And mind you, during this time, I still have genuine feelings for this girl. So she came, and I just remember seeing her. And I said, maybe, I look back now, I'm like, maybe if I would have acted on my feelings back then, we probably could have worked things out and stuff like that. But I really didn't pay her no attention. Like, I seen her, I thought about it, but I really just didn't pay her no attention. I think the last thing I said to her before she left, like, y'all be safe. Because I think she went home. Someone took her home. I said, y'all be safe. And then that was it. And then summertime comes up. So if you know me, you know I go to New Jersey for the summertime because that's where my dad lives. So we go to summertime. I make a video with my friend's cousin, like a describe our relationship type of video, where she just sends like gifts of like how she would think how our relationship is. So she's seen it. My ex-girlfriend seen it, and she liked it. Then I seen that she liked it. I clicked on her page, and I seen she made the same video. So I texted her, I said, you like my video? She was like, yeah. I said, I see you made the same video. She said, I ain't gonna lie, I was just kind of jealous that you made it. I said, there's no need to be jealous. It's just my friend's cousin. And then we just started chopping it up. And then the typical situation happened. I told her I missed her. I missed talking to her. She kind of said the same thing back. And we came to a mutual agreement to kind of like talk to each other twice a week just to check in. So we're doing that for the summer, for the good bit of the summer. And then I remember coming home. And then I texted her like, I'm coming home today, blah, blah, blah. And I just remember my messages went out, send. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. I'm probably blocked. So that's the last time we talked. Then we talked a little bit my first semester, my freshman year of college. We talked, but the vibe is just off. Like, she's not telling me what's going on, but the vibe is just off. Like, I'm like to the point, like, I'm texting her. She's just replying. Like, it kind of made me feel like I was bothering her. So I was like, all right, we don't really have to talk no more. I won't bother you. But something just in me was just like, pursue it. Cause I still did have genuine feelings for that girl. So then I remember we going home for Christmas break, and I'm about to get a haircut. And I viewed her story, and she texted me. She was like, you viewed my story? She was like, why would you view my story? Blah, blah, blah. I said, I miss you. I'm trying to get back together. I wouldn't say I was begging her to get back with me, but I was putting my all in trying to convince her that I'm a better partner. I'll be a better lover, stuff like that. I put my all into it, and she just told me, and she just kept it real with me. She told me she moved on. So I was like, damn. I took that L to the chin. I was like, damn. I guess I gotta do the same. And then I haven't talked to her since. 2 years go past. Now we here. Now on my podcast, I have this podcast. So I have an Instagram and TikTok for this podcast. So on the podcast, her cousin follows me. So when I get being that I don't be on my podcast TikTok a lot, my For You page is just people that I follow and they're mutuals. So I see a lot of people that's from Monroe, in Monroe, that's a part of my For You page. I don't see like people that get thousands of views and stuff. So one night I'm on my podcast TikTok, I just posted a video and her video pops up. So now I'm past getting back with her. So I have this podcast. I think from a business content perspective, I thought having my ex on the podcast would be a great video, content-wise, business-wise. So I'm just like, do I want to text her? I'm over just contemplating, do I want to text her? I'm hesitating. So I'm just looking at the video for like 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm just going to text her because I think like, damn, I'm just probably gonna. She got a boyfriend still, all that. But I haven't seen her boyfriend post her in a long time. Then I went to her page on TikTok. I don't see him on there. So I'm like, maybe the coast is clear. Yes, disclaimer: I did know the move was bold, being that she is my ex. I knew it was bold, but just from a mature business content perspective, I thought it would be a great opportunity just to have a conversation and make a great video. So I texted her. I said, "Hey, funny you popped up on my For You page after all this time. I would love to have a conversation with you if you're down." Then I click off my, I switch my profile back to my main profile that I'm just watching TikTok. And then I get a note. I don't have my notifications set on TikTok, so I go back to my profile page on my main, and I see, I go to switch my profile. I say I have a notification, so I click on my podcast profile, and then I see her boyfriend liked the post. So I'm like, oh, here we go. I just knew it was about to go down. So I was like, all right, fuck, I'm just gonna get off my phone. I'm gonna do my night routine. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, wash my face, put my retainers in. I get back in the bed. I click on my phone. I see two missed calls from him. He followed my podcast Instagram page, DM me on there, text me on Snap. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna deal with it head on. So I texted him. I was like, he said, yo. I was like, let's just get straight to it. You text me, cause I texted Zeta, but it's nothing like that. Like, I don't want her no more. It's just from my podcast. And then he kept calling me like 2 times on Snap. I'm like, I'm not getting on the phone on Snap. I'm not doing that. So he texted me. He's like, just like being disrespectful type shit. So he's like, oh, why the fuck would she want to be on your podcast? Lame. He calling me gay, lame ass nigga. Now, I didn't disrespect him. I didn't say nothing sideways towards him. I even kind of like trying to like sympathize with him. Like, I said, I see why you're mad for him, but I promise you, it was nothing like that. He kept calling me like gay, lame, shit like that. So I was like, so the childish side came out of me, and I sent him a picture of this girl I be kicking it with, and he didn't like, just like, cause I ain't never been gay. I ain't never been gay, but I was just home like I'm kind of like past getting back with her. Like, I'm kicking it with other people, kicking it with other girls. But he just called me like lame ass nigga. Then he was like, he called me a lame ass nigga. He said, you been lame. She wish she never went with you. So that kind of like stuck with me. Like after the fact, after that guy kind of stuck with me. Why would he say that? Like, maybe he's just talking, but maybe it has some truth to it. So if it does have some truth to it, it's funny that he would say that, being that I'm the one that started talking to her type shit. And then we was kind of texting for a while after I kind of cut things off. But I didn't know I was lame, because he's like I said earlier, he used to dap me up in high school when he saw me. But I didn't know I was lame. I don't think I'm lame. I never been lame, but I definitely never been gay. But he's just disrespectful. I never said nothing disrespectful towards him. I just I told you I tried to sympathize with him. I said, I get why you're mad, but it's nothing like that. Just from a different perspective. I'm not trying to get with her. I just want to make a video, content-wise, business-wise. But like, he wasn't going for it. People just be stuck in their ways. When you trying to tell them one thing, they just don't want to hear it. But he was stuck in his ways. Then he said, if I see you, it's up. Now, old me, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have been scared, like shaking, like, damn, I don't want to go home type shit. But I'm a totally different person than I was back then. So I just said, all right, because what was I supposed to, like, all right. So I called, after that happened, I called ganging them. I told them about what happened. They kind of understand where I'm coming from about the whole content business-wise situation. They get where I'm coming from. Then it was like, they was just talking to me and shit like that. I ain't gonna count, I was mad, but you should never let nobody get you mad. You should never let nobody control your emotions. So that's where I kind of failed at. But I remember I was so bothered by it, the whole thing. So I just went to sleep after that. But before I went to sleep, I was posting like videos that's like troll, talking about how he didn't have any emotion, how he can keep his girl because I do not want her, type shit. I don't even post on Snap. I haven't posted on Snap in a couple months until that day. But I remember I went to sleep, then I woke up the next day, I was like, why would I let that bother me? Why would I want to fight somebody over a girl I do not want anymore? Like, I don't want to be with her at all. And I'm like, I'm not going to let that bother me. Because no diss to her, I'm pretty sure she probably doing her own thing, doing her own shit. But my life got better after we stopped talking, like permanently. Like after that first semester of my break, December break, and I would text her. After that, my life got better. Like my life been on the up and up. So it's like, why would I backtrack and go backward when life is supposed to move forward? right? So I was like, I'm not gonna just go home looking for a fight, but I'm not gonna go home looking for a fight. But if something was to go down, I'm going to protect myself. But I don't like fighting these days, because first, one reason is that there's no reason for me to put myself in that situation over a girl I don't want, and two, people don't like fighting these days. They want to bring guns and shit, and I got way too much goals and aspirations to be shot over a girl I don't want. So I'm not gonna fight, but I will protect myself. I'm not pussy. I've never been pussy. Maybe in the early in my life, but I'm not pussy. But this is where I'm at. Then again, I was like, I'm not gonna hide. I'm not gonna be in my house when I go home. I will be home next weekend for my friend's birthday. I do the same thing when I go home. I go to the gym, Monroe games, all stuff like that. But I'm not gonna be hiding in my house. I'm still gonna go about my business, my hanging out with my friends, stuff like that. So I'm not dick smoke. But if something happens, I'll keep y'all updated. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it translucent, transparent. I'm gonna always keep it real. But something happened. But I'm not going out there looking for anything. Then, like I said, like ever since I stopped talking to her, my life has been better. Like I just been bettering myself in the last 2 years. Like I really grown as a person, and I love that about myself. Like I got this podcast going for me. Shout out to y'all, man. Without y'all, I probably wouldn't be so motivated. I know I only got 35 subscribers. Shout out to 35 subscribers. Y'all not even fans to me. I kind of supporters. I like that. Really means a lot to me. It means a lot to me when someone says, "Oh, I'm gonna watch your podcast this Friday when it drops," or "I'm tuned in," or "I'm loving what you're doing." Like that just makes my day. Cause it's kind of hard to find support. I know a couple of girls, mainly girls that know me, that claim they mess with me, cool with me, that probably don't watch the videos or not subscribe. And that kind of sucks, but I know there's people that I don't know that are watching the videos, which really makes me smile, makes me happy. Like I remember one of my friends on campus said one of the girls he's cool with back home, I don't know who she is, watching the video. And shout out to her, because that really made my day. I appreciate everybody that views the videos, watch the video, click on the videos to show support. I really appreciate y'all. But y'all gotta start leaving some likes, not likes, some comments. I want to hear y'all y'all perspective on things, how y'all think about the videos, what I could do better. I'm open to all that. So just leave a couple comments. I promise I'm gonna respond to them. But just the last couple years, I've just been bettering myself. I love that about myself. I'm celibate. I don't like casual sex. After my second body, it's just I lost my virginity at 18, right? It was cool. It was okay, I did this. I got this done. Second time, I was like, okay, this is cool, whatever. But it's now, the way I'm at, I just don't I don't want to have casual sex. I give you a hot take, sex is not all that to me, unless it's consistent with the same person. But I'd rather much have a girlfriend than have sex with somebody I'm probably gonna have just one opportunity to do it with type shit. So then so I'm celibate. I've been celibate since Christmas break. So I'm doing good. I don't really plan on having sex anytime soon. I've been trying to build a relationship with God, because without God there's nothing that I can't do. So I used to go to church when I was little, but I wasn't really locked in. You're not really locked in the church as a kid. You go to children's service, and then you playful. You go to grown for so you kind of go to sleep. But the first thing I do when I wake up is read my verse of the day, and the last thing I do is pray. So I'm just trying to build a little relationship with God, because I know without Him, without Him I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things. And I think over the years He's blessed me in so many ways that went kind of unnoticed by me, and I just apologize for that when I pray. So I'm just trying to build a relationship with God. I've been slacking relationship, but I used to read a page of the Bible every day on my Bible app. But yeah, I've been trying to get right with God. I kind of take care of myself now. As you can, if you can see, I get my nails done. I get my nails clean. It's not gay to get your nails clean. You're just keeping up with your hygiene, really. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. I started wearing my retainers again, so my teeth look a little straighter, a little whiter. Yeah, so I'm in the point in my life where I don't want anything that's going to throw me out of balance, out of peace. 'Cause I'm really at peace with myself and what my situations and stuff like that. That's why I'm kind of talking about the situation that happened so I can get it off of my chest, because it's kind of like weighing me down a little bit, but I'm trying to get it off my chest. So yeah, now that I can get it off my chest, now I'm at peace again. But I was just like, I love my routine. I wake up, go to the gym, do work, go to work, go home, go to sleep, eat. So I just love my routine. I don't see myself ever losing that routine. I'm really just be locked in, you know? Like, this video is kind of different. I know it's kind of like I'm just talking to y'all, but this video I don't have no guests. But Trey was here earlier, but he had to go take a quiz, but he can vouch for me. Like, he seemed like my friends I think they see the growth of the person I'm becoming, from the person I was to the person I am now. Because that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be better than what you was, right? In life, you should just focus on bettering yourself and take accountability and responsibility of what you did and your mistakes and just move on, really. Just move on and grow as a person. But that's what I've been doing, man. I love doing this podcast. Like, I never had aspirations of being a YouTuber, but I'm loving this journey for me. I think it could be big. Y'all don't really mess with the NBA content, but for what I want to be in life, that's fine. You don't have to really watch it. I would appreciate if you do watch it, but I'm still gonna make NBA content. I'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about NBA content and stuff like that. I didn't really mess with that video, but for what I want to be, I want to be an NBA broadcaster / analyst. So I'm gonna continue to do what makes me happy, no matter if anybody rocks with it or not. But I want to say I appreciate everybody that views the videos. My first 2 videos got over 100 views. My last 2 videos got over 80 views. So I really appreciate that. It really means the world to me. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. I got a banger for you next week. Talk about NBA. Then I got another banger after that. So I'm gonna catch you next week.